So we're here today to talk about one-dimensional characters and who I consider is a one-dimensional character. So I'm going to start talking about the definition here in a minute, and then I'm also going to tell you who I consider not one-dimensional. And I get tired of seeing people calling it one-dimensional, but they have no idea what one-dimensional is, obviously, and probably have never read it. So here's the definition. A character who lacks depth or complexity and a nuisance, often exhibiting a single easily defined trait or purpose, and who doesn't undergo significant growth or change throughout the story. You know, I think that's purpose, whatever. One-dimensional characters are often described as flat because they lack a multifunctional nature of a real people. They typically defined by a single easily recognizable trait or a stereotype, rather than a range of personality aspects. Now, there's a bunch of characters like that, and I know two off the top of my head, which I would tell you those are definitely on my list. The lack of growth, pretty much. They rarely, if ever, change or develop throughout the story, remaining constant from beginning to end. Simple motivations, their actions and motivations are often predictable and straightforward, lacking the complexities that drive more dynamic characters. Which I will explain why Rimuru is like the main person here I'm showing, because I'll tell you later. Character who solely defines as the best friend or the villain without any other layers or complexities would be considered one-dimensional. Then we have Rimuru who gets considered a one-dimensional character, which I don't understand and I never will, because that just tells me you never read, or you're just somebody that just likes the battles and they don't like a story. Just saying. I mean, the purpose of a narrative. One-dimensional characters can still serve a purpose in a story, such as highlighting the main character or driving the plot forward. But their primary role is to often to fulfill a specific function rather than to be fully realized as a character. So I'm gonna explain maybe the two people off my head already that say that is one-dimensional in my opinion is already Anos. I like the story, but they're alright. Anos is technically one-dimensional from the get-go. And so is Wei Ling. I mean, you could say Superman is, but it's not like he's the strongest character in his verse. I mean, he kinda is. But at the same time, he also goes through growth and all that in the comics, and also through the shows, which shows that he can grow. He has a depth to his character. The only thing that doesn't make sense about him is fucking disguise. How the hell do you get the glasses on and go, hey, no one can see me? What kind of bullshit is that? That's gonna haunt me forever in my life. I'm sorry. But there's other characters that are not even one-dimensional, and there's characters that are. Rimuru is not one-dimensional. He has everything that definition that was literally saying to be one-dimensional. You don't have any depth to your character, any layers, no nothing, no arcs, no growth. He had all of that and more. He has depth. He has growth. He's not overpowered from the get-go. He goes through struggles, and he overcomes them like a main character. And of course, there's characters that make him shine more, because that's their job. And calling him one-dimensional is just an insult to the creator, because the creator won 7 rewards for the... And his character would never be one-dimensional. Rimuru is really good as a character. I mean, you can connect with him. He's not Wei Ling or Anos, where you already know they're OP, and they're always the one getting the girl and all that crap. Rimuru could get the girl, you know that for sure, but he won't. He's not someone that would just grab. Anos knows he can do it, but he's cocky. But he got that good aura. Let's not talk about that. But Rimuru's not a one-dimensional character. He fits everything in that definition. And I mean, besides... No, he actually fits everything beyond that definition. His death, growth, everything. He fits everything beyond that definition of an actual character. Seem like people from Sabaru from ReZero. I mean, to be honest, that was a pretty good story. At the same time, it's kind of gruesome in my opinion. I put Rimuru over that too, because Rimuru's character growth was pretty good in my opinion. That's why it's one of the #1 novels in Japan, no less. Sabaru from ReZero, Rimuru, The Jobless Reincarnation. He was pretty good. I mean, his story is pretty much fulfilled, almost. And then DB and DBZ was pretty good. DBS, the only good arcs I could give you are the Terminator Power and Goku Black. That was pretty good. Those two are really good arcs. And then they ruined the story for me for Daima, so I'm lost. Then you got Naruto. It's a pretty good story. The only thing that people kept complaining about it was the fillers, which, I'll be honest, the fillers did kind of not want me to watch it a little. Season 1 wasn't really great to me in any way. I almost didn't want to watch it because of Season 1, but I watched Season 1, then I went to Season 2 because my goal was to finish all the anime at that time. Season 2 really made me love Naruto. And then I started getting into it. Season 3, 4, 5, all of it. Even if it was the worst episodes for that one time, I love Naruto then. Because Season 2 just made me. The Chunin Gems was awesome. I don't know who made the Season 2, but it was awesome. I just don't know why Season 1 just made me don't want to watch it. Kakashi did, I'll be honest. When Kakashi showed, I was like, yeah, just because he's the cool character, I want to show him. JJK, I don't think. They feel one-dimensional to me. Well, he did until recently, when the newest chapter came, because you're noticing that Itadori is growing as a character, and he's learning he can't save everybody. So, it's a good story. And then for Chainsaw Man, spoilers, I didn't watch it. I need to watch it. That's why I haven't made any videos on it, because I haven't watched Chainsaw Man ever. I got told it's good. And then the devil that's in there, she's stronger than Gojo. And I saw a lot of people hitting on her. Overlord. I mean, it kind of feels one-dimensional to me. It's not. It might not be, but it feels more one-dimensional than most. Because he's overpowered. Everything works out in his favor. Yeah, he's one-dimensional. Sorry, yeah. There's no way. That's the only difference that him and Rimuru has, is that he is one-dimensional. He was overpowered from the get-go. Rimuru had an overpowered skill, yeah, but there was thousands of people too strong for him, and not everything worked out. I mean, if you actually read, instead of just saying, oh, he's one-dimensional, and don't give me no proof, and just tells me, because, blah, 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 no reason. Literally. There's no reason, just because he's one-dimensional, he's the worst character ever. It's like, are you joking with me, bud? You're not giving me a reason, you're just telling me he's weak. I mean, it's weird. And then when you got the Batman stories, everyone's expecting Batman to be the biggest badass in the room. And then, let's see, any other anime characters that could be even considered one-dimensional or not? Ooh. Any of the newest reincarnation animes that's came out here lately. That I would consider one-dimensional, because most of them are just like the Wise Man's Grandchild, the Pupil of the Wise Man, Leodell. All the ones like that are literally just one-dimensional characters. There's no growth, no nothing, and some of them just annoy the fuck out of me. Leodell, the main woman there, I mean, it's like, you know he's a child, right? So why the fuck are you trying to kill him? He doesn't know better. That means when he got put in that demon body, he is literally a child. How he sees it is, oh, I could play, hee. Instead, you're like, let's kill him, hee. Consequences. He's a fucking child. And by the sounds of it, he was a very young one, because I don't think he was even 10. He could have been 8, because he sounded like an 8-year-old complaining. So he was pretty young, and she's just being a bitch. So sorry. I like the anime, it's just that one scene just pissed me off. She knows he's a child, and he even said he's a child. So those type of animes are pretty much one-dimensional. Now, as the other animes I can think of, One Piece, that's pretty good. I don't see no one-dimensional anything in One Piece at all. Because One Piece is just good beginning to end. So far. It's not ended, but it's been good. Luffy, the main character himself, has grown a lot. He's not one-dimensional. Same with Naruto, he grew. He's not one-dimensional. Goku, debatable. And then Bleach, Ichigo. That's also debatable, to be honest. He feels kind of one-dimensional, but he also doesn't. I mean, it's a 50-50 on both of those two. But they feel like, because they're overpowered from the get-go, and everything seems like to work out in their favor. Because unlike in the novels for Rimuru, or the manga for Luffy, and in the anime or manga for Naruto, they all have nothing going wrong with them. Only Rimuru and them and Naruto and Luffy have something going wrong. Luffy lost his brother. Naruto lost his village. Rimuru lost his kingdom, half of them, before he revived him. Then lost his Veldora that got ripped out of his soul corridor, which hurt a lot, which really enraged him. And the reason I think anybody calls Rimuru, Naruto, or even Luffy one-dimensional sometimes, because, I mean, it feels like Luffy's one-dimensional, but you guys always forget. Some people forget. Except the hardcore fans and people who's actually watched it, because I know people don't watch all One Piece because they're stupid, or they're just assholes and trying to cause a fight. I don't care either way. But I like all of them. They all have one thing in common. They have lost something. They have grown because of that loss. Rimuru used to not kill anybody, because he always thought, let's be nice to all the humans and have peace. Now, he only gives probably a second chance and you're dead afterwards. Fuck you. Luffy, he understands not everybody can survive. He also understands that to be a pirate means that you're going to get hunted down like his brother and die. And his brother died in front of him. He understands what death is. But he didn't understand what would happen if his own brother died, because he never thought that was a possibility. He always thought his brother was stronger than him, which he was. Extremely stronger than him at the beginning. Now Luffy is pretty OP. Naruto, definitely better than Sasuke. Sasuke is just a one-trick pony in my opinion. Naruto has the best arcs I could think of. I mean, I never put Naruto over One Piece, but Naruto was really good. Season 1 just did not hook, link, and sinker. Some people go, this is the first 3 episodes. I don't do that. I try to make sure one season at least. The only time I ever do the first 3 episodes, if it's only one season, and it looks like it's only going to be one season. So it depends on the first 3 episodes to get me hooked. But if it's multiple seasons, I do the whole season, and if it's any good, then I usually go, oh, okay, I'm watching this anime. Naruto didn't do that for me, but then I'm like, I'll give it a chance. I watched season 2, loved it perfectly fine. It was 10 out of 10. That's why One Piece Season 2 versus One Piece Naruto Season 2, Naruto wins every time, because Naruto just made me, that was my favorite, and it was one of my first animes. And in 7 Days Since is also another anime that the main characters are not one-dimensional, they're diverse. I mean, they have different personalities. People keep acting like the one-dimensional thing, every time you bring up a fight, or you bring up anything about Tenshinra or Rimuru, they call the story one-dimensional, but I have zero idea what they're talking about. I mean, I've seen people, like, even a classic man could say this. If he was ever talking, he would be like, idiots these days. All idiots, I swear. I mean, he'll probably say something smarter than that, but that's my representation of him, because he has that cool, like, narrated voice, and I really like it, so it's awesome. And there's another guy, he's an anime fan too, and I think he used to love, the girl from Chainsaw Man, and he goes, oh man, she was so good. She always had a chain over me, and now he has somebody else that's got a chain over him. There's a lot of people that could probably say the same thing. Rimuru is not one-dimensional. Even his anime character, even though it's the lesser version to me, is not one-dimensional. It always gets brought up when we're doing a versus battle or anything. He's a one-dimensional character, or he's weaker, or he's fodder. I don't understand the fodder thing at all. And they go, oh, but they say that he's only multiversal. And then they give him all the feats that are definitely over multiversal. And then they go, that's just a multiversal feat. So they're telling me literally every character in existence is at least universal to multiversal. Okay, well, let's go with that. You know what? I'm actually about to do that with my videos, because, it's getting hard to do outerversal balance, all that bullcrap. It's really getting annoying. Because I sometimes forget that some people rank their character higher than others. And I realized Cat Superman versus Rimuru. I say Cat Superman wins all the way to Volume 21, or almost Volume 21. Like, it's a tie, because both of them are about relatively as strong as each other. And in Volume 2, I did get told Rimuru should be stronger and wiser by then. So he should be able to at least defeat Cat Superman. And I don't know about 3 or 24 because it's not out yet. I just don't like it when people just start talking shit and they have zero idea what they're talking about. It's only brought up when somebody's trying to verse somebody and they call Rimuru one-dimensional, and they don't give you reasons. They go, oh, because he's one-dimensional. The story sucked. I'm like, what? Then you didn't read shit, my friend. If you read anything in your life, You would know Tenshinhan doesn't suck. Same thing with One Piece and Naruto. Every time, I swear, every time it's a versus battle, they go, it sucked. It was the characters are one-dimensional, the story's one-dimensional, but they have zero idea what they're talking about. It's always when I do Naruto versus One Piece, or One Piece versus Naruto. One goes, Naruto's a one-dimensional character, and this is the worst edit ever. And then the next one goes, oh, Luffy's a one-dimensional character. Because I had a test to see what would happen if I did 2 different videos, 2 different answers. And I got my answer 2 times. They're both freaking, they just want to say something stupid. And then instead of they're a respectful way of telling me my video, they don't disagree. You can say, W edit though, it looks good, but I disagree. No offense, but it's not really my opinion on this matter, because I think Cat Superman is stronger. Or you could, I thought he was like high complex universal, and now I would tell you Wiki's just stupid. Stuff like that, okay? But people just get too much of an attitude, I swear. There's many ways to be respectful. Instead, they just choose not to be. That's why I delete their text. Definitely when they start downplaying Rimuru, or downplaying One Piece, or downplaying Naruto. With One Piece, it's pretty... their version ain't weak. It's weak when it comes down to versus battles to me. The only time I want to do versus battles with One Piece anymore is with One Piece itself, or like JJK, or anybody a little lower than them. Because they're kind of maybe country level after I was looking, and none of the characters they're doing go light speed, even if you say they do, because at first I believed each one goes light speed, but then I saw the newest manga Kizaru, okay, a long time ago. So the newest now is like 6 months old, and it's been said that you haven't even seen light speed Kizaru ever go light speed. Because he was so fast, Luffy didn't perceive him, no one perceived him moving from his, oh my god, I'm so tired, mark. And of course, I'm not going to show any pictures, but I was hoping you guys would know who I'm talking about when, I'm talking. The only picture I'm showing is Rimuru. So like and subscribe. I'm just saying that the characters get told that are one-dimensional always because no one wants to admit that this guy wins or this guy loses. It's just mind-boggling. Like and subscribe.